Hi everyone. Thanks ever so much for the Staffordshire Growth Company engaging everyone on the call yesterday. I was really pleased with everyone's engagement. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I thought I'd just generate this video follow-up because there were loads of questions that came in which we didn't get a chance to answer them all. So Joseph, thanks for hosting that, but also got loads of questions here from Phil, from Natalia, and from others as well. So let's get into them. First of all, how do you make your photo look like a professional image? So I'm afraid the answer is rather boring. Your face needs to take up about a third of the circle in the profile photo. You need to have maybe a little bit of a smile, not at a party or anything like that. Your sort of business attire, whatever that looks like for me and for you. And your face should be well lit. I've got to be able to recognize you in reception. Now, I've actually got an ebook that talks about professional photo. So if you want it, message me, or even better, subscribe to the salesmarvel.co.uk website. It's free, and it will send you automatically that particular ebook. It's what marketing folks would call a lead magnet. Okay, so next question is from Emma. Okay, and Emma, at the time we were talking about I think social selling index, and that's ground zero, if you remember what I was talking about that. So how to do that is, and I'm speaking to you on my smartphone, so I can't show you the steps. I'm going to send a follow-up video for that, but basically if you're watching this at the minute, get your smartphone out and your browser and type in LinkedIn social selling index. That will take you to a particular page, and if you're on your phone, it's going to have two options. It's going, and you want the right hand option, which is get your score for free. Press the button. You may have to log into LinkedIn so it knows who you are, etc. But it will go through the login process, and then it will come up with a number of numbers and charts, and it will give you an idea of your status. The follow-up email that I send to this will give you a more detailed understanding of that. Okay, so well done, Emma. I hope that answers your question. Now, here's an interesting one which I really empathise with from Duncan. And Duncan says, my degrees are old news, about 40 years ago. And would anyone still look at them as a reason to hire me? And so here's my feedback, Duncan. And I, you and I probably not a million miles out in terms of age. If what your degree is doing, I believe it's all part of you. So I would absolutely list them out there. If you've got an undergraduate degree or a postgraduate degree, whatever it is, you probably worked, just like Joanne did, really hard for that. So I'd put it on there. That's yours to claim. You've got it in perpetuity, got it forever. Now, the next question, is it still relevant? The answer is probably, not always, probably. So think about when you're doing your LinkedIn profile and updating it, what was your degree in? Was it computer science? 40 years ago, that may not have been a mainstream even degree subject of computer science. This is a new world that we're operating in now. But if it was in, I don't know, mathematics or something, chances are very relevant. So you're going to have to put some thinking time into how is it relevant? How do I leverage what I did back then? And I left school 39 years ago after I did my A-levels. And actually, there's not that much that is relevant other than the critical thinking, problem-solving skills that you acquire. Anyway, spending too long on that. So the answer is yes, probably, Duncan. The next one from Dean, what's the difference between followers and connections? So connections are people. So if I sent Dean a connection request, he would actively have to accept that for us to be connected. you can follow pretty much anyone unless for some reason someone has not set that up, but you can follow, but you're not connected to, so you can't send them messages or anything like that. But you can choose to follow me if you prefer, rather than connect with me, and that way you still get stuff coming into your LinkedIn information feed. Okay, right. So Dean again. So my business provides for people's children. This is a great question. Provides for people's children. So is LinkedIn too B2B for that market? And I would say the answer is no. And I'll tell you for why. Because your customers aren't necessarily those children. Of course, that's how you deliver your service. Your customers are the people that pay for that. So if it's the school that's paying for that, then most people of any degree of seniority are on LinkedIn. So there's your market. And the parents of those children who may be paying for those services also will likely be on LinkedIn. There are 30 million connections in the UK, LinkedIn connections in the UK. So, and again, back to that point about it's not what you know, it's who you know. Actually, in reality, in the online world, it's who knows you. So you could reach someone who knows someone who needs that kind of a service. So I would say absolutely, Dean, get on, build your network, build your connections, and all of that. Okay, here's another question. If you're just starting off, perhaps you're just left university, perhaps you've had a corporate career and had no need to be on LinkedIn, and you're just starting off for yourself as well, whatever, just get in, just start. Think about who your target audience is, who you're trying to appeal to, and build connections. So you may not know anyone in common because you've got no connections. So just tell someone, hey, I'm interested in connecting with you. This is what I do. Whatever you do, don't send a sales pitch, not yet, because we're building relationships, so we're building trust. But reach out to those people, excuse me, and just tell them, hey, I'm really interested in knowing what you do, learning more about what you do, and then at some point it might make sense for us to have a chat or not, but let's just connect, let's grow our networks together, and welcome to my network. Something really simple, high level, but not salesy, and that comes from a salesperson. Don't be salesy. Best wishes, Dean, Natalia, whoever it is. Okay, right, next question. Should there be a limit on the number of hashtags that you put into a post? And for me, my advice is you shouldn't have too many. If it can look spammy, salesy, puts people off, they'll simply scroll past it and won't take any notice. So I think particularly in the early days of your connections, if you've got less than 1,000 connections, you should have a minimum of 3 hashtags on your post and a maximum of 5 to increase the amount of coverage that you're going to get. So between 3 and 5 hashtags. Okay, next question is from Luca. Great question. I forgot to mention this. Should we avoid links in our posts? So this is absolutely, so any links that you've got should be put in the comments section, not in the body of the post. And the reason for that is that LinkedIn wants you to stay on the LinkedIn platform. And if you're putting a link in the main body of your post, i.e. you're going to take traffic away from LinkedIn to your website or to YouTube or whatever it happens to be, LinkedIn will really punish you for that. They will downgrade the rating in the algorithm of your post. You won't get nearly as much engagement engagement, likes, comments, all of that. So if you've got a link, by all means use it, but put it in the comments and then tell people there's a link in the comments below, maybe a finger instructing people to look below in the comments section to find the link and go to the article or the video or whatever it is. Okay, so don't put links in there. Okay, that's a great question. Well done, Luca. Okay, next. There is next. That's the end of the questions. So listen, I really hope that was informative. 10 minutes. I hope that was action-packed or information-packed. So can I encourage you, please, to subscribe? Again, it's free. Would love to hear from you. And any questions you've ever got, just ask me. Whether it's LinkedIn, which is obviously fine, or if it's sales in general, then let me know about that as well, and I'll do my very best to answer them for you. And thanks ever so much again. I look forward to seeing you in person one day. Okay, take care, everyone.